Okay, guys, we're going to take a deeper dive into Travel Joy tonight. A few weeks ago, we did just an overview, and I know some of you guys are trying to ditch one or the other for Travel Fire, Travel Joy. You know, GJ's not on tonight, so she's your Travel Fi advocate, and it's okay to like both or to pay for both. But in this, I think, especially you, Daphne, you'll be able to make up your mind on which one you like the best. So we're going to start off first and tell everybody, especially Daphne, I'm going to tell you to breathe. Breathe first. It's a new beast. So you guys know when you learn something, it's like almost when GJ brought out Project Expedition or another supplier like, oh, bruh. Or when we're doing Travel Pro, Cruise Pro, and they change it over to something else now. So it's learning something. If you are taking notes, I want you to make this the biggest note on your page for me because you'll tie it all in later. But when you are taking payments, please do not take direct payments. Put that as a note. As some of you guys will start off, I ain't gonna name no names of people on this call that started off taking direct payments, and it takes a charge like Square. What I'm going to teach you to do is where it just holds the credit card information for you, and then you can either go to Vax or go to whatever supplier you're using and make that payment. Everybody got it? Let me pull this chat box up because I sure don't have it. Where are you, chat box? There it is. She told on herself. All right. So very first thing over here, anywhere you go in here, if you click through and you keep on clicking and trying to do things, dashboard always takes you back to right here. You're going to see a lot of groups that I have already, and I'm going to show you one. I think it would be easier if I show you one from the start and then we go and create one. Is that fair? Daphne, I know that you're following along with it. So we want me to show you one first and then go and show you how to create it?
Yes, please.
Told you this is y'all training, so you got to tell me. Let me do this one. So this one is for all my people that are already in, all my customers that are in this. They went to the link and they signed up for whatever room category they wanted, right? I'm going to show you this room category first. I mean, the booking page first. Now it's going to show unavailable because the rooms are no longer available, but you'll be able to see that I was able to put all the amenities for this room category, the price, this room category, and the price. Like you're able to go in here and use the highlighter and do different things on all of them and make it pop or whatever you want to do. So say you have 3 room types, 2 room types, whatever. They do say available. I'm going to show you one that is available right now. They say unavailable, I mean, because this already took place. So now I'm going to go back and show you the people. Again, if you click too far down and you don't know your way back, you can always go to your dashboard and it takes you back to your group. So here's all my people. And let's say that this is a cruise. So they already got that in. I'm communicating with my cruise. Natasha always said that I communicate straight on. She taught me. So I communicate straight on here so you can see. The very first thing that you'll ever see on here is that they paid for their deposits. This is the very first thing. So if I want to take this $350 and go birth their cabin, their payment info is right here. So this very first one that you'll see, I'm not going to click on it to show the credit card, but it stores it in here where I have to put my password in to see it. Everybody got that? So it's super safe. This is where it's supplier direct. I don't have to go back and store it or write it down or do anything like that. It's all kept here. But this is our communication through the whole time. So she made her very first payment. I sent her out a new invoice. And when she looks at her invoice, she's able to ask questions, authorize another payment, just review everything. Then I'll show you what an invoice looks like. This is what their invoice looks like. It's Trudy and Joe, how much it costs for both of them in the room. This is what they signed. And this is all of the authorized payments that they gave me. All on one screen, like all in one place. This is like highly organized, so to speak. That's why I wanted to show you. Let me go back to my person. Who are we working on? Who is that? I forgot the name. Oh, Trudy. So this is all our communication through the whole time. She authorized all these payments. We took the payment. I sent her a new invoice. Here's your invoice to show you're paid in full. Next, she said, "Hi, thanks. Next, we work on flights and transfers. Tell me when. Thanks." I got her on the phone. We worked on flights. I actually said yes, ma'am. I sent this out to the entire group. You're able to talk to the entire group at the same time too. It automatically puts your clients' names in, so you don't have to do these one at a time. I talked to my whole entire group. Option 1 for transfers, option 2, or here's my Viator link. So you're able to, all your people, payments are due on Friday. You can send that out to every single person. It personalizes it. It says, hey, can you guys hear me? It says my internet was unstable.
You froze for a minute, but I can hear.
Okay. So this will say, hey, Rashana. It will say, hey, Natasha. It will do it all on its own and send this out to you, to everybody. I get positive feedback. Now, question on that part. I'm about to go set up one so you can see it. So create is your big button over here. Some of you guys have not set this up yet, so you'll have to go in the templates and you'll have to set up your invoices or your terms and conditions. I mean, so I had an attorney that's on this line. Look at the terms and conditions. I'm gonna copy and paste this in the chat box, so you guys can copy and paste it into your own. Oh, it's too long. Okay, wait. Let me break it up. There's the first part. Here's the second part. You guys can copy it and paste it into your notepad or something there on your computer. Dang, it's too long. What? All right, so without this. Just keep in mind when you go put it into your own thing that you need to take an Elegant Touch Travel out. If you copied something that has agency name, it's going to put your agency name in that place. It's just like right here, it says to insert your agency name, just simply type agency_name. It will put your name that you put on this Travel Joy. It'll put that in place for you. So these are just some passenger agreements, and understand that each one of your terms and conditions will always change. So on mine, I had to put the dates, of course, will change. And I'm gonna show you when we go to it how to change that stuff. But you need to put something in the terms and conditions on the supplier part. These are the direct. Remember, we're not doing any direct right now. Only time you need to do direct, you need to have a sit down with your leader or someone to make sure, because they take a fee just like Square takes a fee. So always do invoice supplier right here.
What did that last sentence say at the very bottom on your terms and condition? It said a note something.
It's in the chat box.
No, it was after that last sentence, after the word clause.
Yes,
Down there at the bottom.
what I was saying, it to insert your agency name, it will if you put agency name like this right here, if you put it right here, anywhere that you see my name, it will automatically draw your agency name in on the contract for you.
Oh, okay.
Terms and agreements. I think I did mine differently. Yeah. Okay. So you can do that in your terms and conditions and set all of them up. You can set your signature line up, everything, anything in here. Confirmations, you can set them up in what you want to do. Your proposals, Travelify is better on proposals sometimes to me. But that for what we get right here, it makes more sense for me to use Travel Joy. But you can set all your templates up how you want to. I just know that you guys needed that, so I put that in there so you guys can copy and paste that. Your contacts are going to be dope if you want to start sending out email blasts and stuff from here, from their CRM that's built in there too. But we're going to go create a group. Oh, wait, let me show you when that's done. Show you how this copy and paste game for you, but all you people that's doing Culture Holiday. It's just the funny thing about Culture Holiday is you have to when you copy and paste their words, you have to put it in first person. A lot of their stuff is in third person, or it just looks funny. So here's one that I did for India. And I for real copied and pasted this from Culture Holiday. You just got to get your words to match. We're going to create one like this today, where it tells you, a lot of people that want to know what are we doing every day? What does a trip look like? So we're going to create one just like this. And we're going to use our copy and paste game for the sake of time. Tell us what all is included in it and just tell you guys how simple this is. For this, I actually sold this one out on purpose, and I'm going to show you how to do that. But you can for real go to somebody's stuff, copy and paste it, and make it your own. For real. So let's do this. Let's go create the same thing again. Oops. I didn't want that. I need to copy and paste this real quick. Oh, I was copying already. They did not copy it. Sucker. Let me go in here. Preview the page. Publish. I don't need that over there so I can copy and paste it. I told you. All right. So we're going to create one. We're going to create a group. So you could choose their photos, your photos, all that type of stuff. We're going to choose this one. No, I didn't want that. Reset. We're going to name this India 2.0. That's so funny. India 2.0. And we'll put it for July 20. No. July 14th through 20th. Okay, we're gonna go always go to this group files. You'll always find your way from there and create one. You want a supplier. See, this is where I told you guys don't do a direct. We want to do a supplier one so it just stores the credit card for me. I didn't even pay attention to this. Did somebody put something in the chat box? Okay, no. I need to move the chat box out the way, but somebody get me together. So it is going to be India 2.0. And we're going to go copy and paste from this page. Some of y'all are copy and pasting from if you remove the formatting, then it will lose what we have before. If you keep it, then you'll keep what you had before on that what you're copying it from. If you copied from somewhere that's funky, you can remove it. This can be 10 or which I don't ever spell right. We can go up here, make this to the middle. Start making this big. I want it to be black, not gray.
While Val is doing this, once you have the template set up, you can easily just duplicate the group booking page and then rename it to the new one.
Absolutely, but I couldn't do a duplicate right now because not a lot of people on here are trying to learn this, so I couldn't.
Correct.
So yes, absolutely. It will be easier from you. And that's my little secret weapon I was going to show you later. But because when I did this, I was so frustrated at first. I was like, Natasha, are you at work? I needed the help for that. But you'll be able to duplicate if you're going from, let's say you did India, then you went to Dubai, then you straight can duplicate this, but you guys don't have anything. So I'm showing you how easy this is to start from nothing. Like they already put this out for you in at Culture Holiday anyway. They give you an itinerary so you can copy and paste from that. That's where I'm telling you this is just that simple. Keep formatting, and we're calling this day 2. And then day 3. Monday, Tuesday. Today, thank you. Get your butt up off here. There. Okay. I'm gonna put day 3 and then y'all get the point. How y'all can copy and paste. Formatting day 3. Yeah. Okay. So if I wanted to add a photo in here, this little thing right here looks like a picture. I'm gonna upload something from my images. So you can go to 25%, you can go to 50%, 100%, whatever. We're not gonna make this look like extravagant today. But just to give you an idea, if you ever had to go watch this video again. You'll be able to see it. That is horrible. That's still horrible, but so here's my pet peeve with some of y'all websites. Some of y'all websites look so grainy and stuff. Could you just go to Google and get another image, please? I know Daphne is hollering right now. Okay. So the next thing is we want to put on what's included in the trip. Let me see if I can do the whole thing. What's included in the trip? Of course you keep it. All right. What's not included? And you don't have to put this stuff. This is just me showing you what I had already did.
What's not included is rest for that trip.
Put that. Well, you get it. Okay. Cancellation policy. Oops. Cancellation policy. And you, again, you guys can word your own stuff how you want to. I'm just going through the motions. Okay. Boom. We have built an itinerary. Now we're going to see, now we're going into pricing. So all my trips are only 2 people to a room. So if you want to have triple and quad space, by all means, it's up to you. But for this, I'm just telling you what I'm doing. All travelers are booked on the same day. So we're adding a package here. Dang, I forgot. Copy and paste is hard on this one. Okay. So this is the non-travel agent pricing. You might copy all this every time. On this one, pricing. Description. Beep. Now, if you were typing all this out or copy and pasting from somewhere, of course, it's just going to be blank. Like you can go through and see which color you like. If you even use color, some people don't use color. I do. And it can go from there. So you can have limited quantities. So you can, if you only have 5 rooms, you can put 5 rooms. They don't see that. They can just see what's left. Like on mine, you can see this one sold out, and this one was $20 left. It's not, it doesn't show you, it doesn't say 20 out of 40 left or 20 out of 21 left. So that's good on you, the people that have like 8 cabins. It just says I have 7 left. It has 6 left. So that's a good thing for that part. The availability, when is it available till? So if your due date is July, June, May 14th, I would put it that it was available May 1st. The price, $1,200, and then deposits 200 or 100 or whatever you want to put. And I'm tripping. This is 1,800. 1,200 for double occupancy, 1,800 for single occupancy, and the final payment date is May 14th. Save. All right, so now we have our first package up there. I do need to include a picture or two of, you know, whatever you want to. Culture holiday is kind of hard because you could give them a picture or two, or maybe place, let's take Dubai, for example. Dubai is Sheraton or Paramount. So you can just put some pictures of a Paramount room in there, or you don't have to put any pictures at all. India was harder because we went to a couple different places. So you can put that room or similar, right? Because if something happens at a hotel, they'd have to put you at an equivalent or whatever. So your pictures will be varying of you. Now, what you can do with this, if you have another category, like let's say this was an interior room, then you can duplicate this little duplicate button. Duplicate it. Guess what? We have number 2 is right here. Did it duplicate? It don't look like it duplicated. Hold up. Duplicate, please. Oh, here we go. So now this one can be a travel agent price or your ocean view or whatever. You change how many you have, the due dates, the pricing. Pricing will be 1,600 for single, 1,000. Same due dates on everything else. Now we have number 2. So it makes it simple. If you're doing interior rooms, you just have to go change the photos. If you're doing ocean views and balconies, just change your photos. All the rest of the lingo will be the same except for pricing. You change your pricing up. So now I have travel agent pricing here and non-travel agent pricing. You're able to move these. If I hold this and move this above this one, and keep going. Now I have travel agent pricing first. My travel agent pricing is first, and my non-travel agent pricing is second. Questions on this part? You have to unmute your line if you put something in the chat box. I can't see.
Lord, I gotta watch the playback. A client would call me to make a payment while I'm doing this training.
Yeah. You don't have to watch that part. But essentially, if you have to duplicate that more than 1 time, 3 times, 4 times, however many rooms you have, you're good to go on here. I already put my invoice for my credit card authorization for the default on here. So now I can preview this. Once you preview it, if you want to, it already saves your drafts. The moment you take your hand off your mouse, it starts saving it. So don't be upset if your MacBook goes dead or something happens, it's saved. I did that. I'm like, Natasha, where it go? I'm telling you, all the emotions that you guys feel about learning these stuff, I done felt them. So I'm gonna go preview now. Up here, we're gonna preview what this looks like. If you feel like your photos are distorted or something doesn't look right, so you know, you can start making your changes to this. So if I wanted to move this down and show more of the landing of this, I can move it. Add photos where they're So setting up one is not hard, guys. What's included in the trip, travel agent pricing. I did not put insurance on here. Insurance is on my original one. I just did for the sake of time to show you. Here's my primary traveler information, passport, everything, all this stuff. And then my credit card authorization. So my credit card authorization is back here too. So it's letting them know that you authorize an Elegant Touch travel to, or it's chosen tour operator, supplier, or cruise line. So I can use this anywhere. Let me put this. I didn't put this one in there, right, Natasha? I need to put this in the chat box. So y'all don't ask me right there. I just saw your comment, Natasha. It's okay. Is this the pasture remake? Yeah, this is in the chat box. You guys already got it. Okay. So when they sign it, this is their getting your authorization. They authorize every single time they want to make a payment for this. Questions? Are you guys in awe that it was easier than what you thought it was going to be, or is it harder than what you thought it was going to be?
Easier.
Who said that?
Me.
Who's
Neil.
Oh, Tennille. So, okay, I'm going to publish this because I can delete it later. I'm going to publish this. And now what Natasha was telling you, now I have my group. Okay, boom, get out of my way. Now, if I ever wanted to go through here again, go back to this group, and I now want to make one for Dubai, I could duplicate this right here. It's going to tell me where I'm going to put it. So make sure that you already create a group first, just like we did first, and then you could attach it to that. And it will be on the group page for that one. It makes it so simple, super simple. Let's go to another one. Oh, here's a different one for backs. These girls right here. I just put it up for Belize. I didn't do, okay. So you guys notice I didn't put anything right here. I didn't put anything on this page. Anything for what your trip, what you're doing, all that, because I sent the itinerary in backs. From backs, I mean. So if I look at this booking link, let me go back. If I look at the booking page and I went to where it just booked now, here's your booking page. This is your pay link. I send this link right here directly out. I didn't have to go put a what's included itinerary. I had sent the itinerary from backs, but I needed them to have, this one was kind of a mess because I had 6 women but they're coming from Seattle, Fayetteville, North Carolina, and another girl that needed another room for Seattle. Right. So I had to send, this is like split flight sharing rooms.
Mhm.
So I did not have to worry about all that, what we just went through. All I did was set this up, put nothing in for the itinerary. I just did the payment thing so I can have authorizations and go use their credit card on backs. So you come to this page and I just copied this page up here and send it to them. Now they're able to pay my Fayetteville crew, the Seattle monthly payment, and the Seattle crew.
Shauna has a question.
Go ahead.
Now we don't need a credit card form because it's already in there, correct?
Yes, and I'll show you one for this. And mind you, when Natasha did this, I had so many questions, so I ran it all by our attorney that unofficially gave us Missouri. She's gonna kill me. So then I booked a trip and sent it to Reggie because I wanted to make sure that we're all still wearing that bulletproof vest, right? So this is where we can go back. I'll show you what they look like in a second. And to do it this way, I had too many credit cards from 6 or 7 women. So I just made it this easy. But you literally can go make your own page for them. You see how simple this was. I just put a little photo in there. And you have to go to the booking link and send them just this page here, not the entire, because they're going to say, you didn't put anything in in the package part or nothing, right? So this makes it simple. Put it in here, boom, I was done with it. Let me go back.
Well, this, mm,
Let me do it like, tell you Miss Trudy's real quick. So remember, I'm back in Trudy. This is me and Trudy being able, I'm communicate with Trudy just on this one, right? And you looking in the corner, you see it's Trudy and Joe. So from the very first time that she ever authorized a payment, here's her signed authorization. I can go print this. On February 14, 2023, you authorized a payment of $350. Same thing with doing this on the next one. Did I already do one?
so the sign authorization part you just showed, that don't have your terms and conditions on there. That's separate, right?
No, it
Or
does.
was that verbiage in there?
So
Okay.
yeah, so all this on here, this is what the invoice looks like. This just is her updated invoice showing that she paid the $350. It shows zero amount due right now because the trip has already been taken, but from the beginning it showed they owed $2,970, right? When she paid $350, an invoice came to me where this used to say authorized. There's a box that you can check to send them a receipt, and then you can update the invoice showing that it's been that $350 been paid. This is a bad example because that it's all been paid in full already, but this is what she signed below. This is just showing here's the invoice. You pay into this invoice for anything. If you got a question about bottled water in the room, they can talk to you through this invoice. All one, and you have everything in one area. So the last signed authorization that she signed, $1,310 came to me on April 1st, 2023, and she signed it. So if you ever need this saying, you know, somebody did a chargeback, you can go print all three and the dates that she was able to do that.
Gotcha.
Any phone calls that you take from these clients, utilize that note section because that can be used for any chargeback info too.
So this doesn't go to them. This is just for you. So you can say on July 1st at 9:15 a.m., I looked at flights with the client on whatever. I've never had to go this far, but this is a place that you can definitely put in. Thanks, Natasha.
All right, this is pretty good information. This is John Trinae now. So every single thing you do, even the weddings and everything, you go through Travel Joy now, and I see that it's definitely convenient. And one of the questions that I did have was when they go through the link through Travel Joy and authorize payment and hit submit, that transition from having that approved credit or whatever, like how does it affect, like are they charged just at one time through Travel Joy and then now you have like a balance to use from Travel Joy to apply towards their specific trip and back or Carnival?
No. So when you set this group up, this is why I was telling you to always do supplier. So when you go create a group trip, you're going to always choose, it's on the next one. You can't see from here. On the next screen, it's going to ask you, are you using supplier or are you using direct? You're always going to use supplier because it's going to store the payment info. Here's the payment info right here. When she authorized this $1,310, it stored the payment info right here. Every payment, see, this payment was with this payment was with this, and this payment was with this. I can show the credit card. I'm not because this is recorded, but if I was to click on that, I'd have to put my password in every single time, or your thumbprint or whatever. And it will pull up the credit card used for 1310, another credit card used for 1310, and then this card used for the 375 or whatever it was. It's going to hold it there. You go take that credit card and use it on Carnival. You go use it on the wedding property that you're using. Nothing is charged until you do it.
Okay, that's where I was trying to clarify. Okay, that's what I
Now,
want to clarify.
if you did direct, like say you're doing, I talked to Bianca about this earlier. Say you guys are doing t-shirts with your cruise. I'm giving you an example. Or let's say that you did the extra $50 for a cruise. Then you can run direct on the $50, or you can run direct for that t-shirt. I don't do direct with them because I don't want to have to worry about fees with them. I like Square. I'm not going to waver from Square. And that's just my personal opinion. But if you're going to do direct, they hold the money and then they give you a virtual card to use that money as you would like. Or you could transfer it to your bank. Just know that going into this, the biggest thing that I told you to do is always use supplier. Always use supplier. Anytime we talk about Travel Joy, equals supplier. If that makes sense. You can utilize it as direct to take a payment for you, but just get seasoned with this first. Anytime somebody goes and makes a payment or deposit, you're going to get an email and you'll get a little red task here. So on your task, all my tasks are done. So they come up like this. They're checked. So this person made a payment on the We Be Jammin' Jamaica trip. I checked them, so they went to completed, but they'll be red for overdue, but you'll see them there as tasks that's due. So if somebody made a payment, you'll come into this and you'll see 4 or 5. I'm asking you, as getting better with this, and even people that have lives, jobs, kids, all that stuff, understand this. You are a certified travel agent, and it is best if Natasha made a payment with you today at noon. I'm asking you to at least try to take that payment. I don't care where you are in the world. I don't care how many trips that you're taking. Please try to take that payment within 24 hours. Yes, my thing says that it will be charged within 3 to 5 days. And yes, we be tired. And yes, we have a lot going on. But if you can take those payments within 24 hours of them booking it, they're going to keep coming back. I promise. I promise. So don't be putting your group trips out when you got 2 weddings back. Understand when you do this stuff, like 2 weddings, 2 weekends apart is stupid as hell. It's a great problem to have, but baby, them payments are due 1 week apart, and the gray hair, okay, it's gonna come. If you start doing want to do multiple trips a month, keep your payment dates the same. That'll help you. But you're going to have, like, this is about to be your best friend on who said what, who did this, who did that, you know, to keep it all together. But I'm saying at least log into this daily. The Viator links on here, if you notice, I have for insurance, I put my 10 leg. Utilize your links, guys. This is where you can start playing games with your people if they are doing cruising. Tomorrow's the day everybody can start checking in. Boom, one mass email to everybody. It's dope. Rashana, I know why you don't like direct, but I'm gonna leave you alone. We live and we learn. That's how we did things in this company, so you guys don't do them wrong. We take the short end. Any other questions of this? Anything you could think of?
Yes, I have a question. So how would you do like an individual trip? Like instead of do they all have to be group trips, or can it just be an individual trip?
So how are you booking this individual trip? Because if you're just doing individuals, then I want you to use that. So I want you to use Vacation Express. This is to keep, like, I don't want you to being new. Okay. I'm talking to you as being new. I'm not talking to you as slow, right? Just keep in mind, I'm trying to make sure that you're saving the dollar, or if it's something that you don't need to utilize yet, right? When you do this on Vax, any supplier in Vax, or if you do it in Vacation Express, you can send the itineraries from there. They're already built in. So if you're doing individuals from Culture Holiday, you can send an email for that. I don't want you to incur like a monthly fee for this unless you're starting to get into groups. because you can get a wet signature on your credit card authorization forms and keep it moving.
Okay, I was just wondering.
No, it's okay. Like you can, but it would be a lot of work to keep doing individual. You know what I'm saying? It's not a lot of work, but I want this to be your source for a tool for groups. Because I always tell you guys, I'd rather you get your $69.95 covered and keep it moving. Like Vax in Pleasant, in Funjet, Disney, all of those already have things set up so you don't have to do this type of stuff. We don't have to fluff it up. You can send the itineraries to yourself from Funjet and take Funjet off or forward the message. Let's say I'm sending this Disney package or Universal package to you from Funjet. Then I can send the itinerary to myself, take off Funjet, take off that what is it? The link, what the lift, uplift. I can take off all that stuff and then send it to you. Right. So now it's coming from me. We don't have to get ready on an individual group. Does that make sense? Again, that's my personal opinion. I just don't want you to have to spend more money that something you're not utilizing.
Yeah, it makes sense. I utilize Travel Joy. I have 2 group cruises going out next year.
Yeah. So I mean, you can do that. It's just those types. I would like spend more time on a group in to answer it in my own way.
Okay.
So anybody that doesn't have, or this video gets into somebody's hands that doesn't have Travel Joy yet, please get with your sponsor. You guys know how I am. Get with your sponsor for the sign up link. Because if you get it from myself, you get it from Rashana, you get it from Natasha, you get it from Daphne, you get $15 off your every month for the first 3 months. And then after that, it's $30 a month. So please go to your sponsor and get it. If you don't, then come find me. Then I'll get you some links and do it that way. This goes hand in hand too with anybody that was on the call last night for your Popple. This is where we put our trips on our Popple for this, and we keep our trips in one place along with our other affiliate links. So this is like love. We love Travel Joy. So now, Daphne, the question is, are you going to get rid of one or the other now?
Your audio went out. You said what?
Are you going to get rid of one or the other now?
Oh, definitely.
Hi,
Definitely.
GJ.
Bye-bye, Travelify.
You said what?
I said bye-bye, Travelify.
All right. Any other questions? I didn't even know the rest of y'all got on. Any other questions for Travel Joy? No. Thank you for spending a little bit of time with me. Hold on, let me stop this recording.